time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Power Hour Live. Hope everybody's having a good day, surviving the squeeze of the decade. Today is Wednesday, April 15th. It is tax day. I hope you've paid your taxes. We don't want any of you guys going to jail. We've got the S&P currently up. Hang on a second. Sorry, all of a sudden my toss started freezing up. S&P is up 50 points, brand new all-time high. NASDAQ is up 311, up 1.2%, the strongest of the four. Russell is barely green. The Dow is actually red. Gold is down 0.5%, silver tiny red. Notes and bonds and yields pretty flat. 10-year yields up 0.5%. Oil down 0.25%. Natural gas up 0.5%. Soybeans, wheat, and corn all finished green. Euro and the pound are flat, and Bitcoin's up about 0.5%. As far as my trading today, my BIX got kind of destroyed. I had three double stops. The rest one-sided. Haven't made any money on the longs, so down about a little over 6K on my BIX. Day trading, another small green day, just scratching out a profit, just stacking base hits. And when I say base hits, I mean barely a single. It's kind of one of those like dribblers to the infield, but I ran it out, got on base. One winner, one loser, Google and Meta. My winner was in Google, the loser was in Meta. And it actually kind of pushed me out right before it made the move. DC time machines, I transformed an 8.9 DTE, locked that in. Actually, I left 2 contracts open to either book profits in the coming future or potentially transform at a higher credit. And then 16.19 DTE, I put that on. I plan to hold that one overnight. Here are all my, let me just bring over OTA. It's the easiest way to view. So I've got the one that expires tomorrow. It's not going to happen. That would need a 200 plus point down move. Here's number 118. And that's the one I left a couple runners. And then number 116, same thing, left a couple of open double calendars on, but transformed the rest. This is the one I transformed yesterday. It has 9 days to go. Transformed that for a little bit of risk. Max profit of about 5,400. And then the 1619 that I just put on, that looks like it's up a few $100. No Elmos today. Decided to not partake in the any Elmos today, partly because, well, not a whole lot of consolidation, and partly because I took my son to get his driver's test. He passed. He's legal. He's on the road. So that's my day today. I don't know how many days in a row this is where S&P exceeded its 1 standard deviation move, but it feels like every day. The expected move was only, what was it this morning, Chris? Like 28? something crazy low that we haven't seen in a while. Let's see, Chris posted it here in the chat this morning. 28.8. Took care of that, no problem. NASDAQ has not quite made it up to its all-time high, but it's close. It is knocking on the door as we speak. Let's see, I show NQ futures hit a high of 26,399. We're at 26,309. Russell's been kind of weak all day, so it didn't hit anything. It's barely green. But hopefully now that we reached our all-time high, maybe we can start getting a little bit of two-sided action. Is that too much to ask? Can we get a little two-sided action? So let's see, today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday the 16th, we've got Philly Fed manufacturing and unemployment claims, neither of which is considered a red folder event. A couple of Fed speakers. Friday, we've got Waller speaking in the afternoon, a couple other Fed speakers, but nothing going on. Not a whole lot going on. Next week, nothing Monday, retail sales Tuesday, nothing Wednesday, some orange folder stuff Thursday and Friday. So not a whole lot of scheduled market moving events. Although we do have some earnings. Earnings starting to come into play. Before the market opens tomorrow, we've got TSMC. And then after the close tomorrow, we've got Netflix. So we could look at a little TSM earnings play today. As far as individual stocks go, biggest movers on my list are the quantum computing companies, QBTS, IONQ, RGTI. QBTS is up 19%. Robinhood is up 10%. Tesla is up 7.7%. Coinbase is up 5%. Microsoft up 5%. Microsoft had a really good long setup this morning. I know a couple people caught it. I did not get in that one. On the red side, SNDK, which has been on fire, it's down 6%. ASML had earnings pre-market. It's down about 4%. MU is down almost 3%. And then some of the banks are down. JP Morgan down almost 2%. Goldman down 1%. S&P creeping back up to new highs. NASDAQ just ticked a new high. STX, that's not on my, do they have earnings? What is that, Seagate? Yeah. Seagate, they don't have earnings until, looks like April 28th. Oh, no, they are not on my list. Let me look at the options. Yeah, those are, well, I mean, it's a $520 stock, but yeah, like the open interest is pretty dicey, and then like we're talking about $4 wide spreads between the bid and the ask at the money. So yeah, not something I like to trade. Are they up big today or something? No, they're oh down 2.75%. Yeah, they are close to all-time highs. They've been pushing new all-time highs. They've been on a little run the last couple weeks, haven't they? I don't remember what they do. Are they data storage? Okay. Sorry, Dark Avenger. Sorry, I didn't know what Seagate Technologies did. Bitcoin making new highs. S&P just hit a new high. SPY's about to tick 700. 699.99. Come on, SPY, you can do it. You can do it. Get you that 700 print. There's 98, 99. There it is. 700 in SPY. A lot of new records today. I don't think it's going to slow down yet. I think Nasdaq's got to get some all-time highs in before it does anything. Let's see, TSM. I'm gonna check out a little TSM. I don't really day trade TSM anymore because their options are kind of wide. I took it off my day trading board, but they look super liquid, but I just always had a hard time getting filled, or they just didn't move good. But only 30 cents wide on a $375 stock and thousands in the open interest. They're good, but what do I want to do in TSM? Should I go bearish? TSM's at 376. All-time high is 390. Implied volatility in the 2 days 82 versus the monthly 30 days 48. Implied volatility relative to where it's been, and everything's been pretty crushed. It's getting a little pop today. TSM is red today. I dare you, Dark Avenger. I dare you to fade me. I'm thinking about doing a calendar. Two and 30 day. $375s aren't available in the monthlies? Gotta go 370. Or 380. I'll go a little bullish. Yeah, I've got some notes on that, Joseph T. Pretty similar to like what Apex Vol did. I like what they did. Shows kind of like the last 20 earnings announcements. If they stayed inside the expected move or broke out, and then if they, not as important, but they also showed if they beat estimates. I liked how they had it laid out. I've got some notes, so that's kind of on my app idea. By the way, if you didn't see, I made a new channel down below under the bots category, right under auto trading, called Vibe Coding. So I'll be starting to share kind of stuff that I'm working on, and I know there's some people who've created some really awesome stuff already. Feel free to show that off there. Screenshots or whatever. Expected move for TSM for tomorrow is about 16. 18.5 by Friday. Yeah, I think I like the old calendar. See if I can get filled on that. Filled at 995. Dark Avenger, for the record, this is just for fun. Not an official trade. No crying in the casino if you lose. Bitcoin is surging. S&P new highs. Just an all-out squeezerama. I would like to squeeze some more out of those double calendars that I left those 2 on for, so hopefully we're going to take a little, just a little rest tomorrow. Just stay within the expected range. I don't think that's too much to ask. Bitcoin is moving. PLTR's popping. Tesla's popping again. Almost back up to highs a day. Nvidia's moving up again. Oh, Nvidia kind of fell off, though, compared to where it was. MSTR is moving. You're right. Not a seller to be found is right. The sellers are on summer vacation, I think. Yeah, that's actually pretty normal, Joseph T. The put calendars are typically cheaper than the call calendars. Yeah, pretty similar. I don't know. I think it's just a habit of mine. I just tend to gravitate to the put side because that's what I've always done. I don't know if there's any advantage to it or not. I don't think there is. Got about 11 and a half minutes till MOC. S&P a little dip, SPY back below 700. SPX hit a high of 7025.1. So SPX is at about 7020. Looks like those Mahomes flies may be ready to go. Huh? No, they're only trading for about $1. Oh, starting to get a little dippy. Little dippy. Naughty Dog, DCT out. I'm curious about your 100+ trades taken. Have you found there's an advantage doing 8, 9, or 9, 12s, not uber short DTE versus shorter durations, 1, 2, 3, 5s? Is there a pattern? The the reason that I favor the longer ones is just because the shorter durations are so sensitive to both volatility and price movement. The flip side of that is they're going to typically transform faster too if it plays out in your favor though, So I like the longer duration ones, and when I say longer duration, I mean next week's expirations, just because your T0 line is so much flatter. You have a lot more play for price and volatility to kind of fluctuate around, and your P&L swings are pretty minimal. Whereas if you do a 1-2 or a 3-5 kind of thing, you're seeing your P&L can swing around a lot higher gamma. So for me, it's just a preference for me. I kind of figured there would be at least a couple or a group of folks who really like the shorter duration ones, and kind of we're doing a lot of 0-1 and 1-2 DTEs and stuff like that, but haven't seen too much of that from anybody. Yes, that's how you use gamma, Moel. That's how you actually use gamma. Yeah, but you'll see, like on Mondays, I like to trade the 3-4 because they tend to perform well. And that's just something I've been doing since, I was trading it as a just straight up back tested trade. And so I like that one, but that's about the shortest I prefer. All right, S&P's little dip getting bought back up. It's about time for Bitcoin to go on a run, isn't it? Where is the actual Bitcoin price? It is. Bitcoin futures are a little over 75,000. After hitting an all-time high of 127,000 plus. $9 debit filled. What is that? Oh, is that the TSM calendar? What did I get filled at? 9 something. 995. Chris coming in hot. Listening to the Power Hour on the stress test treadmill. I like it, Chris. That's dedication right there. That's what we need more of out of you guys. Power Hour dedication like Chris has. He's at the doctor on the stress test treadmill, still tuning into Power Hour. I don't want to hear any of this. Oh, I got a work meeting. I can't be. No. Look at Chris. That's dedication. That's why he's on the treadmill, Elliot, because of this market. His doctor's like, get in here now. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with your heart. No, doc, it's fine. S&P just went up 700 points in 2 weeks. No big deal. Yeah, you get credit for that, Articulate. Supposed to be spending time with your family, but you're here. I like that. Yeah. Sorry, honey. Power hour's almost over. Dinner will be ready when power hour's over. Priorities. That's what it's about, my friends. Priorities. 3.5 minutes till MOC. Yeah, good point. Why are you cooking dinner this early anyway? What time zone are you in? You must be doing something that takes a long time to cook. Low and slow. Okay. By the way, speaking of dedication to Power Hour and live streams, unfortunately, there's going to be some no streaming. Make sure you check the live schedule channel. That's always up to date, that calendar. But tomorrow, no morning live stream. We will do Power Hour tomorrow. But then Friday, no morning or Power Hour live stream. And then Monday, I'll be able to do the morning one, but no Power Hour. Well, what fundamentally changed, what my logic is, you know, zero DTE options every day came out in May of 2022, right? So I don't think they knew how to price them. I think they were just overpriced. Yeah, because wasn't it 2022 was when they really printed, and then it was like starting in January of 2023, they just kind of fell off a cliff. Or was it 2023 they were good still, and then 2024 they started to fall off? I can't remember. I think it was January of 2023 is when they kind of stopped, right? So we had a good 6 months of mispriced zero DTE options. All right, MOC. Let me get my volume on. I think they did. Yeah,
10
if you look at the
seconds.
back test for BIX, they really printed early on from 2022, 2023-ish.
Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 1.2 billion. Nasdaq 100
1.2
buy
billion buy
side 1
side. Let's
billion.
add some
Dow
fuel
30
to this
buy side
fire.
385 million.
Just the buyers can't stop. They can't get enough. They just cannot get enough of this. No sellers to be found. Let's see. Did NASDAQ hit? No, not quite. Not on the futures anyway. NDX hit though. NDX joined the party for all-time highs. All right, SPX is at 23. Let's see, the 25 fly. Looks like it's trading for about $1.50 or so. Two Mahomes max winners in a row. We're going to go for 3 today, kids. Going for 3 in a row. All right, I'm going to put in a order on the 20 fly for $2. SPX trading just below 20. I put one in on the 25 as well. Bouncing between strikes here. Getting closer to 25. Above 25. Filled on the 25s. Got about 4 minutes to go. Need to move away from 25. Just hovering around 24. Down to 23. Come on, SPX. Surely you got 30 in you. I mean, why stop now? Let's finish this thing. Let's finish this squeeze on a high note. Two minutes to go, sitting on 25. IWM starting to push. Almost back up to highs of day. All right, time to make your move. Time to make the move. Coming up on 1 minute. SPY likes that 700 level. SPX likes the 70.25. There's 26. 30 seconds. I need at least 28 to break even. If we're going up. Back to 24. 23. Need below 22 to the downside. There's the bell. Looks like 70. 70.22.90. So small loser just inside.
Order cancelled.
70.22.90.
Order cancelled.
All right, all. That is a wrap for the day. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Remember, keep your eyes on the live schedule channel for the different live streams here the next few days. So no morning live stream tomorrow, but we will be back for Power Hour. All right, all. Take care. Have a good night. Cheers.